Hello and welcome back to On the River. I'm your host, Joe Morgulek, and I'm happy to be here with you this week, bringing you the latest in local news for our beautiful Blue Water area. We've got a lot of exciting topics to get into this week, including an update about the COVID mask mandates, as well as an update about our Great Lakes and a fascinating accomplishment by a St. Clair student to end our show. We've got these topics to dive into and more, so without further ado, I'd like to get started by hitting on an opportunity presented by St. Mary's Church. The spring elephant sale will be held in the St. Mary's Gymnasium from Friday, May 21st through Monday, May 24th. The address of the gymnasium is 800 Orchard Street in St. Clair. The sale is normally held in the early weeks of fall, but this year takes place just before the start of June. Donations of gently used items may be dropped off at the gym anytime between now and Sunday, May 16th, between the hours of 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. Examples of the gently used items that are being accepted include books, bakeware, furniture, and sports goods. Clothing, shoes, televisions, computers, printers, skis, and large entertainment centers will not be accepted. The elephant sale is held at St. Mary's and is a great opportunity to discover hidden treasures and meet new people within the community. I would highly encourage you to check it out. Also in the city of St. Clair, this week of May 9th through 15th has been proclaimed Community Police Week. Residents of the city are encouraged to find a tree, pole, or other place in front of their homes for a blue ribbon to show their support for the St. Clair Police Department. This is seen as a meaningful and appreciative gesture to show our respect for the hard-working police force in St. Clair. Now I would like to provide you with an update about the COVID situation in the state of Michigan. As many of you know, the coronavirus has had a huge spike in the month of April, making national headlines for the severity of our county's discouraging infection and death rates. We are happy to report that as time has gone on and more people have gotten vaccinated, these numbers have gone down significantly. While the virus still poses a serious threat, both locally and nationally, the following numbers provide a sense of hope and encouragement as we continue working our way back to our normal lifestyle. The daily number of new cases in Michigan has dropped from 9,000 the week of April 18th down to less than 2,000 cases last week. Over 51% of Michigan residents have been vaccinated, with 41% having received both doses of the vaccine. The state of Michigan has seen 7.2 million doses administered as of Sunday the 9th. These encouraging numbers linked to both the vaccinations in our state and the declining rates of the illness provide hope for a more relaxed and social summer. In accordance with these numbers in the state of Michigan, changes are being made to the mask mandates and community restrictions as well. The new changes in Michigan are as follows. Masks are generally not required during outdoor gatherings unless there are 100 people or more. Anyone who is fully vaccinated and not experiencing any COVID symptoms can attend residential gatherings both indoor and outdoor without a mask. Up to 50 people are allowed to attend residential outdoor gatherings in places where the density of crowds does not exceed 20 people per 1,000 square feet, and up to 300 people are allowed to gather. In addition to these changes, updates have been made to the restrictions on organized sports, large outdoor events, and outdoor stadiums and arenas. All of the information on these new updates can be found online at Click on Detroit. Also in the news for this week, the Michigan Department of Environmental, Great Lakes and Energy's office at the Great Lakes, recently released the State of the Great Lakes report. The annual report looks at the significant issues facing the Great Lakes, including invasive species, high water levels, and climate change. While 2020 posed many challenges across the board, the overwhelmingly positive response from this past year's State of the Great Lakes report indicates that the hard work put into the maintenance of our lakes and rivers has been worthwhile. The report indicated positive changes across the board within the past year. The Office of the Great Lakes will continue working hard to protect and restore Michigan's waters. The office and its partners support efforts promoting sustainable communities, restored waters, and managed water quality. It is their mission to ensure a healthy environment, as well as a strong blue economy and high quality of life for Michiganders. Also on the topic of the environment, the Friends of the St. Clair River invite you to join on a nature walk through the beautiful Columbus County Park. The walk aims to manage invasive species and take in what nature has to offer. No experience is required. Those interested can simply meet at the lodge, dressed for the weather, with masks and gloves, as well as loppers if possible. The walk, referred to as Forest Friday, will be held on Friday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Columbus County Park. For more information or to register, please email restoration@scriver.org. Lastly for this week, I would like to extend my sincerest congratulations to a dear friend of mine, Mr. Waylon Krolczyk. Waylon, who is the bassist of the St. Clair High School Jazz Band, as well as a local band referred to as The Pocket, has recently been selected as a University of Michigan Jazz Ambassador for the second straight year. The program is hosted by University of Michigan faculty, with only one student selected per instrument each year. Mr. Krolczyk has now been selected for this prestigious honor 2 years in a row. Towards the final stages of instruction, students selected for each instrument come together and perform a concert, which will take place over Zoom this year as a result of the ongoing pandemic. Waylon puts in a tremendous amount of work, day in and day out, fine-tuning his natural talents that extend from the double bass to the electric and even the stand-up bass as well. In addition to all of this, he is highly regarded as an exceptional talent playing the tuba also. The honor of being selected for this program is very well deserved. If you have the chance, I encourage my viewers at home who know Mr. Krolczyk to extend their congratulations to him for his hard work and accomplishment. Well, that's going to do it for this week's local news. As I'm sure you know, I like to end my On the River segment by introducing you to one of the Great Lakes freighters that you may see passing by on our beautiful St. Clair River. This week, I would like to inform you about the second vessel introduced in the new Equinox class. Introduced by the Algoma Central Corporation fleet, the Algoma Harvester was built in Nantog City, China. The ship shares the similar 740-foot long body with a 78-foot wide dimension as its sister ship, the Algoma Equinox. When compared to other freighters on the lakes, the Algoma Harvester and its sister ships from the fleet operate with a 45% improved energy efficiency and carry about 20% more cargo. The ship has a much lower fuel consumption than others, with the benefits of 97% removal of sulfur oxide emissions. Because of these advancements and others, the ship can operate with as few as 18 sailors. If seen out on the lakes, the Harvester is most likely hauling iron ore. The Canadian ship has been a staple on the Great Lakes since 2013 and stands out for its beautiful red, white, and blue design. If you happen to see the Algoma Harvester passing by on the lakes, I would absolutely encourage you to stop and check it out. That's going to do it for this week's edition of On the River. I'm your host, Joe Morgulek, and it has been a pleasure to be back with you this week, covering an array of interesting topics for our area. I thank you for tuning in and look forward to being back with you next week. Once again, I'm your host, Joe Morgulek, and this has been On the River.